What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Welcome back to the Fancave, baby. I'm here with the GOAT, my boy Blue. You already know what it is. Blue, what's popping, bro? What's happening?
How are we doing, Debo? I am pumped for this show. It's just you and me today. We're just going to talk it up and chop it up, and see kind of where we go. We really don't have a plan for this show. We have a couple of things we want to get into, hit on for sure. But we're just going to kind of see where it goes, and we're just going to go with the flow. I'm pumped.
Yeah, let's get it, my dude.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, let's start off. There was a football game on Thursday night that we got to get into, with the Arizona Cardinals prevailing over the New Orleans Saints. D-Hop came back. He had 10 catches for over 100 yards. Finally, a bright spot on my fantasy team, other than Justin Jefferson, finally happened. But, of course, the 1 week where D-Hop comes back and I have another receiver, Justin Jefferson and the Vikings are on a bye. So I'm going to lose yet again and be 2-5 for the season. I'm not mad about it, not even a little bit. But not talking about that. Debo, what's your take on the game and the Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury mess? What's your take on it all? And do you think that's beyond repair in Arizona, and do they need to figure things out?
So, I actually didn't start watching the game till about halftime because at work totally spaced out and was, oh shit, game's on. But from what I saw, it seemed like the Cardinals won, but they weren't it wasn't a convincing win really. The score, I mean, I don't know. Kyler played so. He needs to definitely execute more. He misses a lot of reads, bro. It's bad.
Yeah,
he does miss a lot of reads. People blame Cliff Kingsbury for the play calling. I don't know if it's necessarily him. I mean, I don't know if his play calling is really that bad. What do you think about that?
No, man, I don't think it's that at all. That's what he's known for. I don't think it's the play calling. I just think it's not working. They don't have Kyler's missing receivers. Their weapons, they don't really have it. Hollywood Brown's been the only bright spot. Zach Ertz has been okay.
Yeah.
Greg Dortch, the torch, is getting there. Also, his other weapon. They got nobody else to throw to. It's been kind of a Hollywood Brown show. They haven't been able to put it together yet. It's not all Cliff Kingsbury. Although I'm a little bit partial because I cheer for Cliff Kingsbury. I enjoy seeing him, but he isn't like an incredible coach, but he's an adequate coach. He's adequate to be in the NFL. He's a good play caller. He was the play caller for Johnny Manziel back on the Texas A&M days. Play caller at Texas Tech with Patrick Mahomes throwing for 700 yards in a game. He knows how to call an offense. He knows what he's doing. And the funny thing is I'm not exaggerating. He threw for over 700 yards in a football game. But I don't think Cliff's the issue. I think him and Kyler need to get on the same page and figure out what's going on. But I do think them getting after each other, I think they're going to figure it out. Cliff, you saw it on the sidelines. Cliff is the most even-keeled, relaxed guy. He can handle the outbursts. He knows how to manage a team. He knows what he's doing. They'll figure it out. But
he didn't even flinch when Kyler started
snapping
at him. He just said he just sat back and kind of was like, all right, kind of played
you want to do this? All right.
The situation real quick.
Kyler Murray was like the little infant toddler that was having didn't have his bottle for the last 30 minutes, and he was getting all upset and frustrated. He hasn't eaten in 20 minutes, and he's like, all right, calm down. Just treating him like a little infant. It was kind of funny to watch.
That's hilarious, bro. It was good though that D-Hop. Hey, D-Hop's a good teammate. At least he was there to kind of
He was right behind him.
He was there hey, bro, chill out, bro. It's not that serious.
He's
got that veteran mindset there to I feel like that's what they need. I feel like through the first weeks he would panic and stuff, and he didn't really have that dominant offensive veteran that he's used to having to hey, chill, we're good, bro. We'll get it type shit. I'm glad D-Hop's back.
I think he does so much other than catch a football for that football franchise. I think he is such a big key piece to them. I think D-Hop I think he's really a game changer because last year when he got hurt, I mean, they were a 7-0 team. I can't remember what it was. I listened to sports radio today and they were talking about it, and it's so true though. When he went down last year, their season went to crap. I mean, he is a pivotal. It's weird to say it for a wide receiver. Yeah, it's D-Hop, but he is a pivotal part of that offense and that franchise. And I think with him being back, I think we'll see a much better Arizona Cardinals team because of him. I never thought I'd say that because of one receiver, but he really does affect the game that much.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Hey, it's the nuke waiting to hit.
Dude, Andy Dalton threw for like 6 touchdowns.
Huh?
I think Andy Dalton had like 6 touchdowns in the game.
He had 4, but he also threw 3.
He only had 4? I thought he had like 6.
But he threw 3 interceptions, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, though, that's still pretty impressive. Right. It's Jameis Winston all over again.
Bro, when D-Hop runs into the building, they should do the Modern Warfare 2. There's a tactical nuke incoming. That'd be fire. That'd be so sick.
That would be cool. What do you think about Christian McCaffrey, man? What do you think about the trade? Who's the winner of that trade after a second, third, and fourth round, then a fifth round in 2024? What do you think? Who's the winner? What do you think about that?
I mean, I honestly think the Niners might be the winners in this. Christian McCaffrey's not going to have to. They're going to be able to load manage him. They're not going to have to use him like Carolina used him. He doesn't have to be their whole offense.
He's not the pack mule. I know.
Exactly. There's other stars in the offense that he can chill. He doesn't have to go full throttle, try and injure himself every play trying to make a play. They gave up the second, third, and fourth pick like this upcoming draft, and then the like a fifth round next year. I mean, who knows? We'll see how these first couple draft years go. I mean, like, what is this? This is like the second year of the transfer portal right here, right?
Transfer
college. College, right? The second year of the transfer portal.
Third year, I think.
Third year. So I mean, we'll see. I feel like guys are starting to get more recognition. We're starting to find a lot better players earlier because, like, look at the dude who transferred from Georgia Tech to Bama. Dude's balling. Like, that running back, right? Diggs, is that his name?
From where? Gibbs. Gibbs for Bama. Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gibbs. That dude, like, he was at Georgia Tech. No one really knew who he was. He gets in the transfer portal now. He's absolutely balling at Bama, which, like, shows, like, if a running back can ball at Bama, that shows they can ball in the NFL system, and his draft stock is going up. So, I mean, we're starting to see those draft picks low-key kind of do matter if in the first and second round. If you can get those early draft picks, you're starting to see guys come in earlier and just absolutely light it up. Like, look at Justin Jefferson. Comes in, first year, absolutely lights everything up, bro.
Yeah, right. No, absolutely. I'm excited for it. I don't know. The transfer portal thing, that's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, I think it really is good for college football. I think it was needed because people were transferring enough anyway. But it does suck to have people not stay for like the amount of years and like stay with a team. But at the end of the day, college football is changing so much. The landscape's changing so quickly and so immensely that I think that college football in 10 years is going to be completely different than what we know it even now. Still, I think it's going to be completely different, I think, for sure.
But a lot of people blame the transfer portal. It's not necessarily the transfer portal. It's the fact that you have the NIL money with the transfer portal now. Like, if you just had the regular transfer portal rules, like before that, it was fire. Jalen Hurts, before the NIL deal, he still transferred from Oklahoma to Bama. Obviously, he was a graduate, so he didn't have to sit out a year. And it worked out for him. His draft stock shot way up, and he actually got into an offense where he had to learn how to pass and actually read and make checks. He wasn't just a Bama simple, like, roll out, here's your 1-2 read, throw it, or run it. But no, I really do think the Niners won that trade. But we'll see. We can't really tell now. We'll have to wait a couple years to see if those picks plan out for the Panthers.
Yeah, I saw a meme online talking about how with McCaffrey joining the 49ers, they're even more injury prone than they already were. The most injury prone team in the NFL with their weapons. I mean, Kittle's been out. Samuel's had his injury problems.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of wild. But then they have McCaffrey, who's been the most injured player, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, probably in the last 4 years, he's been injured at least every year, at least at some point.
But one thing, though, is, like, that's just kind of the state of the NFL nowadays. Like, it's not like early 2000s NFL, even 2010s. 90s NFL where guys were just playing hurt like that. Like, guys used to just get toward all shots and just play hurt. Like,
Oh,
don't get
right,
me wrong,
absolutely.
dudes still do that, but like now, athletes know how valuable they are, and like, yeah, it sucks you miss regular season games, but if your team can do just as good without you, and you can get back for playoffs, that's really what matters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. But yeah, no, I don't know. I hope McCaffrey balls with the 49ers. I hope they go and win the division. That'd be kind of cool because their defense is the defense they need to carry themselves all the way through. They've been in Super Bowl before. I hope Jimmy G can be Jimmy G. I suck for Trey Lance, but Trey Lance is not, he wasn't ready to go yet. He's not ready to be an NFL starter and to lead a team to a playoff run. He's not ready for that yet.
Did you see that? Facts. I agree with that though. Did you see the video of the dude reacting to Christian McCaffrey getting traded to the Niners?
No, I haven't seen it.
I was trying to find the video. I don't even know who the player was, but his girlfriend recorded it. He's a player for the Niners, and he like is on Twitter, and his girlfriend's sitting next to him. When he gets up, and he's like, "Woo!" He's like, "No way!" He's like, "We just got CMC."
That's
He
cool.
turns around, he looks at his girlfriend. He's like, "Hey, we got the white boy."
That's funny. That's cheesy.
Bro, no, I think he's gonna ball. I feel like, and he's kind of obviously he's from Colorado. That's his home, but he's kind of like Northern California is kind of his home away from home. That's where he balled out at college in Stanford.
He was another. I will never forget this game. I watched. I think it was the Rose Bowl when Iowa played. It was when Vanderburg was on Iowa still, I think.
Yeah.
And Iowa played Stanford.
I
will never forget. Christian McCaffrey scored 3 touchdowns in the first 7 minutes of the game. A punt return, and then a rush, and then a kick return. It was nuts. He single-handedly, the blocking helped, but he single-handedly took over the game in the Rose Bowl and had 6 touchdowns, or I'm probably way off, but he had an insane game in the Rose Bowl. That's when I knew. I'm like, this guy, he very easily could have won the Heisman that year. I think Derrick Henry won it over him, if I'm not mistaken, which is very, very, it makes sense. But McCaffrey, a lot of people argue that McCaffrey had a chance. He didn't. I think Henry was the rightful guy, but McCaffrey was that dog in college. He still is an incredible dual kind of can catch the ball in the backfield running. We all know about Christian McCaffrey. I think it's a huge pickup for not only the 49ers, but Deebo Samuel can now take the role he wants to be. He wants to be paid as a wide receiver. He wants to be played as a wide receiver. He doesn't want to get the backfield carries as much anymore. I think McCaffrey will take that role from him, and now he can focus on being an elite receiver, which that's what he is. And I think
interchange him, bro.
What?
They'll probably interchange him.
Yeah, probably. But I think that weakens his load and lightens his load up pretty good. I think it's the best thing. It's probably one of the best signings they could have gotten out of all the bad teams that are looking to sell and shop a clean house. I think that is for sure the best case scenario for the 49ers. The 100%. Best player they probably could have gotten.
100%. Oh,
by far.
I really do think Christian McCaffrey got screwed in the draft. I agree. I don't know if it was Noshawn Moreno, Stephen A. Smith, who it was. It was one of those one of the sports broadcasters. I don't remember who it was, but I agreed with his take when he said it. Christian McCaffrey would have been a top 5 pick if he was not white. 100%.
Yeah, probably.
100%.
He was doing things not as good.
No.
Nowhere near as good as Reggie Bush, don't get me wrong. But he was doing things like him, though. The returns he had and the crazy little dump-off pass runs and all the things. He was doing some things like him. He was Reggie Bush-esque, but he wasn't Reggie Bush because Reggie Bush was next level, best player, I think, of all time in all of college. But
McCaffrey, dog.
But McCaffrey was a dog, man. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, you electric.
At Stanford too, man.
Bro, he's back in Northern California. He's basically it's kind of like coming home from him. I feel like he's gonna like it.
If you look back, though, Stanford's had some some dogs come through their school.
You should look up their 2011, 2012 roster right now and tell me what you think about that roster.
Is that with Richard Sherman?
Just go look at the roster, bro.
11 and 12?
2011, 2012 Stanford roster.
That Andrew Luck and
Yeah, look who else is on that team though. Bro, I was shocked at how many dudes were on that team that were in the league and actually like known names. I was like, holy shit.
Really?
About like 5, 6 dudes on there that were absolute units.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that is pretty wild. Why is it not pulling up? I can't find it. But I know we kind of been bouncing around. But yeah, no, Christian McCaffrey was that dude. What's the state? What do you think about the Carolina Panthers now that McCaffrey's gone and they've gotten rid of they've cleaned house? Baker's not starting. PJ Walker's starting this week. I mean, I know they're rebuilding, but they are I don't even know who they got anymore. Like, they have no weapons. DJ Moore has to hate life right now. He has to hate being a Carolina Panther. Robbie Anderson's gone.
They're in full rebuild mode.
If you're DJ Moore, what are you saying right now? Like, he's got nobody left.
Hey, at least he's still young. He can probably get out of there soon. Real talk. He's not too old, but he's not too young. He can still get out of there.
Wild.
I'm serious. Hold on, bro. I'm about to read this off. Listen to these. Dog. Okay, so you got all the dudes that went to the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. Trent Murphy, offensive lineman. Zach Ertz, David DeCastro, Colby Fleener, Ty Montgomery, Tyler Gaffney. He was a dog. And then you had Andrew Luck. But you had like 6 dudes. You had like 3 Pro Bowlers out of there. 3, 4 Pro Bowlers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? On a college team. That's why they were like number 3 in the country at one point.
Well, they were balling. And they were running like a pro-style NFL offense.
Trying to think who the coach was. Who was the coach of that team? I know it was before Harbaugh.
I actually don't know. I don't know.
It's a black guy. I can't think. It was David Shaw. David Shaw. That's his name.
Oh.
Wait, no. Was Harbaugh the coach?
I don't know.
It was either Shaw or Jim Harbaugh. One of the two.
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't.
I thought the Andrew Luck years is what got Harbaugh to the NFL. I thought.
No, because 2000, Ray Lewis retired in 2012. Wasn't that the year the Ravens played the whole Colin Kaepernick stuff? When they played the Ravens. And
that's true. Well, no, that's John, though. Josh is the one that went to the 49ers, but he played against him. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
bro, like, have you seen that clip from the Pat McAfee show where Chuck Pagano talks about Andrew Luck like coming into camp and like they figured out like how they knew he was a dude? Like, have you heard that?
I have. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the story, but I definitely have heard it. He knew the playbook before the first day he got there.
So he was finishing getting his degree at Stanford, and he wasn't there for the first couple weeks of camp. So they gave him all the installs, expecting him to only do like the first part, like everyone else.
He had all of them.
Hey man, he had the entire offense, remember, like installed, came out and like got a look from the defense and checked some shit that wasn't even in the playbook, and everyone was looking around. And Chuck Pagano was like, "What the fuck did you just do?" They're like, "Hold up, we gotta stop practice." And he said, "That's when we knew we had a guy." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fire."
Yeah, X's and O junkie, absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Andrew Luck. I bet he's just living life, probably being the mountain man.
Did you see that interview with him and RG3 on the he was at one of the games and he like was on the sideline with RG3 and RG3 was commentating and him and Andrew Luck had like an interview on the sideline.
No, I haven't seen that.
It was a good interview because they were the 1 and 2 in that draft class. And he's like, "What are you doing nowadays, Andrew?" And he's like, "Being a dad. It's pretty awesome."
Fair enough.
He just looks like a regular ass dude now, bro. He just looks like a regular dude. Yeah. He does not. He is so much skinnier now that he doesn't have that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think a lot of players get that way.
Yeah.
You know what blew my mind today? This is bad. Me being a big sports guy. You know David Pollock, the guy that's on ESPN.
Yeah.
He does like some game day stuff. He's like a really like fit dude. You know, like he's like in good shape.
Yeah.
I didn't know he played defensive end. I had no idea. He looks like a wide receiver or a safety.
So does Strahan though too.
Yeah, it blew my mind that David Pollock played defensive end and was really, really good. Like at Georgia, that's like where he got his like claim to fame was playing D end. I was like,
Oh
no
no,
way.
yeah, that dude. No, yeah, no, he was he was big in college.
That blew my mind. I was like, that guy, he's slimmed down
Yeah,
so much.
I didn't know that was his name, but yeah, that dude, yeah,
Crazy.
he looks
You know
like a
something
linebacker.
crazy about him? I watched on ESPN after Odell did his catch, like the one-handed thing.
Yeah,
David Pollock, like the next day on ESPN, not with anybody defending him, but somebody threw him a ball in the end zone. He does the reach behind the head and catches the ball and brings it in. Looks at the camera and goes, "That ain't nothing." Like it was just so like cold.
that's tough.
It was cold.
That's tough.
On ESPN, nobody ever really talked about it, but it was pretty slick. He caught it just like Odell, brought it in. I was like, whoa.
Okay, but Odell was getting dragged down, and it was full speed.
Oh, yeah, no, it was 100%. Like it was not the same thing at all, but it was just kind of a savage move to be like, this ain't nothing.
Yeah. I still can't believe he caught that shit.
For real. That has to be like one of the best plays of all time, like the best.
I watched that live too, and I just was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, wild.
But,
wild stuff. All right, let's get into a sport and a topic that you know a ton about. Let's get into MLB baseball for a little bit, huh?
Oh, yeah, Harvey, dude, all day.
Harvey, dude. Oh, Harvey. My favorite player, dude. That's what I love that video.
How you doing, Matt Harvey?
Who's your favorite player? Oh, should Matt Harvey be starting the All-Star game? No, I think it should be Kershaw. He's interviewed by Matt Harvey. I love that. No, it should be Kershaw. Harvey's not ready.
Oh, how you doing, Harvey? Matt Harvey.
Yeah, hey, I'm Matt Harvey. That's
and then he just looks
huh? Yeah, the kid's just shocked. He's dogging him.
God, that's funny.
All right, well, let's dive into the MLB playoffs a little bit here. We got to do it. We haven't talked about it much on the show.
Yeah, you kind of got to give me a rundown of what's happened and what's all going on.
All right, so it's down to the ALCS and the NLCS. And in the ALCS, it's the Houston Astros, the Houston Asterix, the Cheaters, versus the worst franchise in MLB sports, the New York Yankees. They're playing each other in the ALCS. Houston's up 2-0. I hope they beat them 4 straight, and I kind of hope their stadium burns to the ground. They're my least favorite franchise in all sports. I hate the New York Yankees. Come on, bring it on. Bring on the comments. I'm ready for it. I hate the Yankees. I can't stand them. But the Houston's up 2-0. Looks like Houston looks like that team. Like they haven't even played their best ball, and the Yankees just can't. They strike out too much, man. That's the problem with the Yankees lineup this year.
They got vibrating signals in their jerseys.
Yeah, for real. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But no, I don't like Houston that much either because they are known as cheating franchise. I think Altuve's a stud, though. I like Justin Verlander a lot too. What's up?
Is Bregman still there? Alex Bregman?
Yeah, Bregman's still there. A lot of some of their core pieces are still there.
Gotcha.
But they're up 2-0 on the Yankees. Music to my ears. Like I hate the Yankees so much.
Yeah.
The Yankees' problem is they have so much power and they have all the power hitters in the league that they strike out so many times that they can't put it together for a whole series. I think the Houston's going to. I hope Houston sweeps them. They probably won't. The Bombers will put a team at least one game together where they'll probably have 4 home runs in the game. Judge will go off, but I will say this though, Aaron Judge is insane.
I didn't know he was adopted. That's wild.
Insane, bro.
6'7".
Monster.
6'7".
Get him a football jersey, man. What in the world are you doing playing baseball? He's a monster. I got respect for that man. Insane. But yeah, so Houston's up in that side. The NLCS, the Phillies are up 2-1 in the series.
Okay.
The Phillies are who I want to win it because I'm a big Bryce Harper guy. I've been that way since I watched him play in the Futures game when he was like 18 years old or whatever he was playing the Futures game. I was like a freshman or something like 8th grade. Got to go to the game. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since that, all the hype was around him. So I'm a big him and Paul Goldschmidt fan because they both played in that game. But I want the Phillies to win. They're up 2-1 in the series over the San Diego Padres. And I really think the Padres are still like in the NLDS, the division series, when they knocked out the Dodgers,
Yeah.
the whole stadium was going bananas. It was like the biggest win.
Alley rival.
Yeah, and it was like their biggest win, like in their like they haven't beat them in a series in almost like 24 years. It was something crazy. Like it was a wild that game. I don't remember what game it was. The elimination game was absolutely nuts. It was so crazy. Like the whole stadium was dancing. They were doing crazy things. It was absolutely going nuts. And
Fernando Tatis is on the Padres, right?
Yeah, but he's got a PED suspension. He's suspended for the whole year, and then some.
Yeah.
But I think the Padres. Long story short, the Padres are, I think, still like I think they haven't woken up since the dream of beating the Dodgers. I think they're kind of letting things slip because of how big of an emotional win that was for the city of San Diego. I think that like the Phillies are just going to take it because the Padres haven't woken up yet. They haven't put a good game together since.
Gotcha. You got a lunch pail guy in Bryce Harper.
What was that?
You got a nice lunch pail guy in Bryce Harper.
Dude, Bryce Harper's a dog. I'm a big Bryce Harper guy. I always have been. He's one of the guys that I like to cheer for. He's a fun guy to watch. I love how angry he gets out there. I love when he like talks shit to people, and like I love when it gets like he's not afraid to fight people. He's a terrible fighter. He got beat in the one fight. You ever watch that brawl where he gets beat?
Oh, does he get dropped or what?
No, he doesn't get dropped, but like he runs out at the guy, throws his helmet at him and misses, and then
I have seen that.
And then gets ready to swing, and he misses, and the other guy hits him, and then it breaks it up. But yeah, no. But other than that, that's all I really know. I haven't followed it as close this year. I need to. I probably will from here on out. But if I had two teams that I wanted to win, it'd be the Phillies and the Astros in the World Series, and the Phillies winning. That's what I want to have happen.
That's fine.
But the Phillies are like the biggest underdog. I think the Phillies are like the one team that nobody expects to win.
That's crazy.
The Astros, though, they look good. They look like they look good.
Yeah, it's crazy how every team in the finals is, I guess, other than San Diego, I guess, technically you could say it's a big market, but I feel like it's a small market in California. But all the teams always in the like World Series and like later in like postseason, it's always teams that have major city, like they're major cities, and they have so much cap money. Like there's no cap space; they can just spend limited money.
No, that's why I kind of quit watching baseball so much, is because I'm a Minnesota guy. Minnesota Twins are a smaller level team.
Yeah,
like the Moneyball thing. They're farm systems for the big teams. The New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. And if you look at all the Twins' old players, that the Twins do this. They have a great farm system. They bring guys up. They play for 2-3 years on their minor league contracts, and then the Yankees or the Red Sox come in and soup them up, and they're gone. And then they go win a World Series with them. That's why I hate the Yankees. They drive me nuts. The Twins will never get past the first round of the playoffs anymore because of they run into buzzsaws. The LA Dodgers roster this year, I went to a game here in Arizona, and every single player in their lineup, 1 through 9, everyone had been an all-star at least once in their career. They're playing an all-star team.
That is crazy.
They're playing an all-star team. It's stupid. The Dodgers roster is the best in sports. They won 110 games out of 152 games.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, almost a record. Like I forgot, it was like 7 games behind the record. It was nuts.
Bro, they play 162 games, right?
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane.
So many games.
And like, at least in baseball, like you play like
if they made it 2-game series and it was like half the amount of games, I bet it'd be a lot more popular sport, guaranteed.
But like in baseball, though, for the most part, you're always when you play a series, you usually play like a couple days in the same location, then flip, right?
Yeah, the whole series is always in the same spot.
Yeah, got you.
Oh, you mean like in the playoffs?
No, like regular season.
Yeah, no. The whole 3-game or 4-game series is always played in the same spot.
That's fire.
Yeah, but no, it's fun. Like it's a fun game. I just in the dog days of late July and early September, it gets kind of boring. But like But the beginning of the year and then at the very, very end, late September is when it gets fun. These teams are battling to make the races, but yeah, it's fun.
That's tough.
All right, let's dive into the next sport. This is where Devo is a little more knowledgeable, and I can't stand this sport. The NBA, the start of the NBA season, I have not watched the game. I have not followed anything. All I know is that the LA Lakers are still trash. Russell Westbrook's the most broke toy in the market. He went 0 for 11, I think, last night I saw, or something crazy, 0 for 13. Debo, what do you got to fill in? I heard you said John Morant's going off.
Dropped $49.
What's so wrong with I hate that they don't play defense and it's soft. For me, it took the whole sport out of it. The early 2000s and the 90s was so much more fun to watch to me because they would throw people to the ground. I didn't watch the 90s, but I would go back and watch games. But
yeah,
I wish more than anything they would go back to that because I would watch almost every game if that was the case.
I feel that. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just like I mean, I get what you're saying. It's not that they don't play defense, but it's like the game. It's kind of like NFL where like they're making the rules in the offensive favor. Where like if you play defense like that, you're gonna foul out. It's not that dudes don't want to play defense, but like it's like you're gonna get in so much like. It's just harder to play defense. You really can't without getting in trouble. Like, there's a rare few that can because they're such freak athletes, like Giannis. The dude can block anybody within a 10-foot radius, which is absolutely insane. But, like, I mean, as far as offense, it's fire. There's a lot of sloppy ball throughout the regular season. But that's why, I mean, it's if you shorten the amount of games, cut them in half, you get dudes trying way harder. It's just doing that for. It's not like baseball where I get they play 162 games, but like they're not doing near as much vigorous movement, constant movement. There's a lot of standing around, stuff like that. Especially if you're in the outfield and your pitcher's on a no hitter, you're probably not doing most of the stuff that day. So I mean. It's just like they have to they can't go hard for 82 games. You're gonna eventually someone's gonna get hurt. They're trying to protect their money, but it's just I don't know. It's just kind of the transition of all sports. Every sport's kind of getting like that.
But this year's finals. Let's take this year's finals: the Celtics and the Warriors.
Yeah.
You go back and you watch the early 2000s Laker games. And their finals games, the Miami Heat Spurs games, the Boston Laker games. It just seemed like the games were so much more competitive. You could feel the tension of the game through the TV screen. Like this one, this last finals, like didn't seem like it was like even that interesting. Like it was like I couldn't. I tried watching it like. With the same take of like the 2010, 2012, 2013 games and back. And it's like the intensity isn't even the same because of it. Like this foul, you go up and then you come down, and because my foot is underneath the person when they come down, that's an intentional foul.
They changed that now. You can't kick out. They can't kick out. If they kick out and try to draw that, it's a foul in the shoulder.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you are in like their landing zone, that's so stupid. Like I don't know. I get you can roll your ankle, but like that shouldn't be shouldn't be a flagrant foul. You know what I mean?
It's not, but like they used to just call it if you were under them, but now they review it, and if they see like the dude kicking out to try and draw the foul, it's on the shooter. But there's only been a couple finals in the past few years, like the Bucks and Phoenix one. That was fire.
That was good.
That was a good one. And then the Cavaliers Warriors when they let them come back 3-1 or whatever.
Yeah, that was really good too.
Like those were two fire finals.
But it seems like this last one, like it just seemed like they were going through. Like it didn't have anywhere near the same electricity.
Like, because I'm a Celtics fan, and we were not on the same level as Golden State. Golden State last year was on a whole nother level.
Yeah, right.
Like, it
I
wasn't
agree.
even fair, bro. But before that, though, like, you got to think about the games leading up to that. That Eastern Conference Finals was fire. The Celtics Nets matchup,
Yep.
that was fire.
Yeah, that was the
Like,
first round, wasn't it?
yeah, like, and then after the Nets, who did we have to play? We had to
Was it the
play
Sixers, maybe?
Miami. Miami. We had to play Miami, I
Like
think,
Miami? I
after.
can't remember. Yeah.
But that was a fire squad. And then it was Milwaukee. It was Milwaukee, Miami, and uh I just said them. The Nets. That was who the Celtics played, I'm pretty sure, last year to get to the finals.
I got
Those
you.
were fire. But then the Warriors just rolled through everybody in the West. Like, that was the Warriors were on a whole different level last year. And then obviously you had the year that the Warriors fell apart and then Raptors won that. That was cool. Like, everyone in Canada felt that, but for the most part, like, that finals was kind of a write off. Like, if the Warriors were healthy, they would have
Oh
waxed
yeah,
us.
no, it wouldn't have been close. But it's just like I don't know. It just for me, and I don't watch every game, so I don't know. But it just doesn't seem the same as back when the Spurs would play the Heat in those heated games. Like it just doesn't. It's not the same.
It's not. It's because people are trying to save their merchandise and people are trying to stay healthy because they know how much they want longevity and
I
stuff
know.
like that. It's
It
just like,
sucks, right? I don't know that whole like the softness in the game just made me just not care. I love watching the NCAA college basketball. I love watching, but
yeah.
the NBA just isn't for me, man. I wish I would have, I wish I could have watched the '90s and early 2000s games and like really been like alive enough like to like really experience the Kobe coming up. Like I wish I could rewatch all that, like because the videos and like the the videos you can watch about him and like the documentaries are all so good. And
yeah.
it's like and I remember the games. I just didn't appreciate it when it happens. I was so young, you know.
It's like college for me. It's certain teams I can watch in certain years. Like, there's certain years I can watch college, and there's other years I can't. Like, it's just
I
like
love the tournament though. I love the tournament.
sometimes I just hate teams' play styles, and like sometimes that shit is so boring, especially when teams are just clanking shots off the rim, and like they have so much more ball movement though because they have like the 5 second closely guarded rule and stuff like that. But like certain years, college basketball is fire, but then
Yeah.
other years it's just not as good. Like that year, Virginia Tech or not Virginia Tech, Virginia won the finals or the Final Four. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was they beat Texas Tech right in the
Yeah.
finals. That was fire.
My dad was at the game. Was in Minneapolis.
That was a great year.
Was it? Did they beat Auburn or did they beat Texas Tech? They beat them both.
They beat Texas Tech in the championship.
Yeah, they beat Auburn.
Texas Tech had a homie that transferred from USD to Texas Tech. That
the point guard,
Mooney or
the point
some
guard,
shit.
yeah, Mooney, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But no, that's my take on basketball. I just wish it would go back to what it was. Like I don't know, it would just be it'd be so much more fun to watch them like just being able to like go to the lane and just kind of get. I kind of like it when they get thrown down. It's kind of fun to watch the old documentaries.
Facts. Yeah, bro. That was There used to be a lot of just gritty dudes and they played in the league.
No, definitely, absolutely. Bill Lambiers where you just throw people down to the ground.
Now it's at the Palace.
All right, Debo, let's get into a couple of sports lists here. We'll move on.
All right.
We'll do our top 5 sports movies. This and I want to say this now. Mine's not going to be any of like the mainstream movies. I feel like mine's kind of like this is all based off of me and what I base my list like this. What movies when they're on do I rarely change the channel and skip over, or the ones that I'm like, yeah, this is on, let's watch it. That's what I base my list off of. I have a list of like 20 that I went through and really broke it down. There's so many you could choose from. I'm splitting hairs on all of them, but I think that the ones that I got are the ones that I enjoyed as a kid growing up, and the ones that I enjoy like that I can still turn on and probably watch today. Debo, give me your list first, though.
Well, all right. At 5, we got let me flip to it. I put on this page.
No, give me your honorable mentions first.
Okay, I got a few honorable mentions in there.
Give me your honorable mentions first.
Honorable mention number 1. I'm gonna have to put Dodgeball.
Yeah, that one's up there.
Dodgeball is absolutely hilarious. I can quote almost that whole movie. Shout out White Goodman, WHITE.
Hey.
Um, shout out him. Other honorable mention. Gotta go Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
That movie, bro, always gets me emotionally, especially when Booby Miles blows his knee out and starts crying to his dad. That pulls the strings a little bit.
Also, the series is really good too.
Yeah, I've never actually watched the series.
Oh, you have to, dude. The ending sucks, but the rest of it is very, very good.
Yeah. And then final honorable mention. Gotta go, my boy Shane Falco and the Replacements.
That one's 100% on my honorable mention list.
Yeah,
100%. I every time that movie's on, I have to watch it. Ole, ole, ole. Dude, I love that movie. That one might make my top 5. That one's like my number 6. That was the one that I didn't know how to like put it, but I love that movie. It's so good.
Bro, when the dudes that are actually on the team keep flipping his car over, and then his linemen come out, and he's like, pulls the gun out, boom, 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 fires shots in the air, put the car back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro, fire.
Yeah, Keanu kills that movie too.
Facts. What are your honorable mentions? Let me hear your honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Gridiron Gang with The Rock. I think it's a really cool movie. When he's Willie Weathers, I came for you. He puts the pads on.
Yeah.
And then he gets ran over.
We are not going to decide until you knock my ass across this line.
Yeah, across this line. You ain't got no gun. Yeah, I do. I love that movie. And then there's his partner when he gets knocked over. You know you're an idiot, right? And he goes, "Well, I'm making progress. I used to be an asshole."
God. Yup.
That's a good one. For my childhood, I got to put Benchwarmers in there.
Okay. Yeah.
As a child, I love that movie. I've watched it. It was like the Step Brothers for sports movies. It was always that one that I'd die laughing at.
Yep.
Always die with that one. A classic movie that I don't have in my top 5 that I definitely have in my honorable mentions. The Sandlot. That was a childhood favorite of mine.
Okay.
Sandlot. I was a baseball guy, big growing up, so I have a lot of baseball movies in my list. Another one that was big for me that I kind of want to throw in there if we had a top 10 to be on the list. 42 with Jackie Robinson's movie.
Great.
I love that movie.
Great fucking movie.
Great movie. That one's awesome. I like that movie a lot.
Bro, when he snaps the bat in the dugout, like going
into because the Phillies manager's a piece of crap.
Bro, I really wanted to reach the screen and just absolutely right hook that dude, bro. Oh,
yeah, that's a good movie. But yeah, those are like my honorable mentions. And then another honorable mention that I didn't put in there, Coach Carter.
Okay, respect. Timo Cruz.
But yeah, there's so many movies you can put in here. I have like a whole list of more I could go. Those are like the other ones that were that were outside looking in. Replacements though, it could be my 5. That one, I love that movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Go ahead, Debo. What's your top 5?
All right, at number 5, I got Gridiron Gang, dog.
Really?
Bro.
That movie's so good.
Is so fire, dog.
So good.
Especially because it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that, like, he takes all these kids that, like, were going down a bad path and actually, like, turns their life around. And the dude, Willie Weathers in the movie, his name isn't actually Willie Weathers. They changed it. But that dude actually ended up going to the league and played in the NFL for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, no, that movie's great.
It's everything you want in a sports movie.
I know you. You a goddamn 88.
88. Yeah.
I love that movie, bro. Well, so that's my 5.
My dead homies drink water before you do.
Dead homies. And then you got Bug. He's writing his grandma talking about I don't know how many touchdowns I scored.
Yeah, he's the water boy.
Coach, you better let me play. We ain't gonna win.
We ain't gonna win. Shut up, Bug.
So, there's that one. Number 4. Great movie. Glory Road.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
I need to see it. You've talked to me about this movie so many times, and I've
bro.
never watched it with you.
What is the? I'm looking up. I got Josh Lucas, I think is his name. I want to say it's the actor that plays him. Bro, this is a great movie, basketball movie. Yeah, Josh Lucas, plays Don Haskins. This dude plays the head coach.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's in. Yeah, I know that is.
yeah, fire. So, anyways, he's a head coach at uh, Texas, El Paso, or what's the college? Like Texas something at the time. I forgot what it's called, but it's now UTEP. Whatever UTEP used to be, that's the college he's at. He's a high school girls varsity coach, all about fundamentals, team defense, all that. He ends up becoming a coach at UTEP, now UTEP. Back in the day, in like the I think it was 60s, 50s, like late 50s, early 60s, 70s era, and basically he recruits pretty much all black players. Basically, he is the first person to ever put a starting five of all black players together in the NCAA, and they ended up going and winning the NCAA championship against Kentucky Wildcats, who were a powerhouse at the time. And great movie, bro. Great movie.
Awesome.
Like, I can't tell you if you've never seen it, you need to go watch this movie. Like, it is, bro, fire.
That's awesome.
Number 3. No, actually, sorry. That was supposed to be my number 3. My number 4 was supposed to be Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx.
You know what's
Have
bad?
you seen that movie?
I haven't seen that either. I don't know what's wrong with me, man.
Oh, Willie Beeman. My name is Willie. Willie Beeman. And I got the ladies. Scream, bro. Willie. Oh, bro. Any Given Sunday. Powerhouse cast. Cameron Diaz. Jamie Foxx. Al Pacino. LL Cool J. Lawrence Taylor. Like, bro, that cast is loaded, bro. Anyways, and Dennis Quaid. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. Yeah, he's the starting like veteran quarterback. Gets his back broke. Willie Beeman comes in, starts playing at quarterback, and basically he's playing Al Pacino's the head coach. He's playing Al Pacino's game, getting messed up the first couple games, and then he's like, "Coach, you just gotta let me freestyle, do my thing," and he just starts going in there freestyling plays. Balling, dog.
That's
bro,
awesome.
You gotta watch Any Given Sunday.
I think I know your top movie. I'm pretty sure I do. But keep going. I hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead. I cut you off. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, you good. But nah, you need to write both of those down and watch both of those.
Yeah.
Dead ass serious. Next time we have a show together, they have to be watched. We're not. All right. Number 2, Longest Yard.
Okay. I think I know which number 1 is. I'm almost positive I know what it is.
Longest Yard.
That's on my list too.
I can quote this in my sleep.
For real.
Funniest movie ever. Favorite person in that movie, Nelly, Earl Meggett. Growing up, I wanted to be that dude. Real shit. I made him on every Madden game, NCAA, Earl Meggett. Bro, hey, had the spats, super fast. Bro, that scene the first scene where he comes on after Adam Sandler beats him in basketball, and he gets Nelly to come. That first scene where they run that toss,
disrespect, D.
Buddy just torches the whole team, runs out of his shoes. Iconic. That was the first time I was ever like, bro, that was fire.
I know, that was dope. My favorite part of that movie, though, was definitely their first play from scrimmage in practice.
Where they just all start kicks the rock.
That's not of each other. That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Stop the violence. Can't we all just get along?
I love that movie so much. That when they just start beating the crap out of each other, Adam Sandler's face is like, what? It's like,
I got anything you need. You need weed, you need meth, you need Prozac. I know how you white boys are depressed. Me personally, I don't understand what you're depressed about. Hey, you're white. Smile.
Dude, Chris Rock's really good in that movie too, as Caretaker.
Facts, bro.
That's so good. Yeah, that movie, I could go on and on about that.
Number
5 star versus half a star.
What's my number 1 movie? Let's see if you can guess it.
I'm gonna say Division 3, Football's Finest.
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that one.
No. Really? And it's not it. That's not even like that's funny, but that's not even like in my top 10 probably. Real talk.
Really?
That's funny, but it's actually expressed the Ernie Davis story.
I haven't seen that either, bro.
I mean, I guess I don't know. They might not relate to you, but I remember my Uncle Glenn brought me to that movie. I wouldn't even never saw that movie if it wasn't for my Uncle Glenn. Yeah, if it wasn't for my Uncle Glenn, I probably would have never seen that movie.
Yeah.
It's about Ernie Davis, the first black dude to ever win the Heisman. He went to Syracuse, and he was like, obviously, if you're a football fan and you know old players, you know who Jim Brown is. Cleveland Brown, great, like was one of the greatest running backs in NCAA history. Syracuse Hall of Fame. He even said that he's an NFL legend, and he even said Ernie Davis was 2 times better than him. Like,
really?
He was the next dude. Ernie Davis was the first black man to win the Heisman, got drafted, but unfortunately he never got to play because he ended up getting leukemia and dying. And at like the age of 27, I believe, or something like that, like really young. But no, it is a great movie. Great movie. Same dude. What other movie is he playing? It's not. I think he plays the dude in 42, right? Or was that? No, that's the dude homie that died, right?
Yeah, no, he. What's his face?
Yeah, no, it's not him. But anyways,
Chadwick plays Jackie.
Yeah. But no, great movie, bro. Great movie. You need to watch all 3 of those movies that you haven't seen.
I know. I need to see them. I think my sports movies are a lot more mainstream than I thought, but
really,
I don't know. The old comedies get me. Like the old ones are like favorites of mine. But
have you? The dude who plays Ernie Davis is in Coach Carter also.
Really?
Yeah, he plays in Coach Carter. He plays Kenyon Stone.
I have to see it again. It's been forever. I can't remember the names of the players. I haven't seen it in so long.
This dude right here.
Oh yeah, I know that is 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
You need, bro. Those movies, like literally, any Glory Road and Express to Ernie Davis. I literally tear up every time. Like not like I tear up every time I see those movies. Like really? It's just like, bro, those are. I put Ernie Davis up there because, like, bro, when I watch that movie, it just makes me go through a bunch of emotions, bro. Just the adversity he has to go through. Like, it's just crazy, like, what some people had to go through just to play a sport, like, back in the days. And it was for a whole different type of reasons. And now you have people that just take what they have for advantage. Like, take what they have for granted, and it's, like, crazy, bro.
Right.
Like, back then, certain people couldn't play because of something they couldn't control. They couldn't play because of what race they were, and it's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, I know, right? There's one movie that, if I could say a movie that affected me the most whenever I watched it as a kid watching it.
Yeah.
The movie Radio.
Radio's fire.
That one got me. It's the one movie that I think I've actually cried in my eyes out. The part where they lock him in the shed. That one, I was a kid. I remember watching with my dad, and I was bawling my eyes out watching that part. I have not watched that movie since that one time watching my dad because I can't watch that part. That part wrecked me so bad. That part where they lock him in the closet, I wanted to jump through the screen and shoot every single player on that team.
I feel that for sure.
That one got me. Still to this day can feel it. That movie messed me up because of that one scene.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll give you my 5. I feel like I need to change my list now because you gave good ones.
Is Rudy your top 5?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I've never actually been that big of a fan of. I mean, I like the movie, but it's not like a top 10 movie for me.
Really? I actually do like that movie a lot.
Yeah, it's good. Another honorable mention that is a series that I love to watch. Dude, Blue Mountain State was a great time. Great movie. Great TV series.
The movie, bro.
The movie sucked, but the movie didn't suck.
The movie was fire, but
it wasn't.
That's a TV show, so I can't put that in here.
It didn't encompass the the TV series very well. The movie didn't, I didn't think.
Facts.
All right. My top 5. I think my top 5 is a little bit more Caucasian than your top 5, but it's okay.
Yeah,
all right, here we go. Number 5.
Yeah.
Bull Durham.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, it's funny. It's
baseball movie.
Yeah, and it's a comedy.
Okay.
Classic.
I'm gonna have to peep that.
Young Kevin Costner. He's a minor league baseball player, like a legend minor league baseball player. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's got a classic movie. Number 4, I got Longest Yard with you.
Okay.
Your Express movie, I think, like the movie that that I really like, that I connect with as a kid. It's not my top 5, but it very well could be. The Rookie. Did you ever see Dennis Quaid? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
He's a high school teacher, and then he makes the major leagues.
But they show a lot of it when he's in spring ball.
Yeah, but it's based on a true story. It actually happened.
He doesn't. Does he throws gas in that movie?
Yeah,
right?
98 miles an hour, and
in
college you can only throw.
That's the movie I was just going to ask you about. I couldn't think of the name, but no,
that movie should be my top 5. As a kid, that was definitely in my top. Like, I want to take that out, take Bull Durham out, put The Rookie in there. The Rookie's number 5.
That's fire. Yeah, that movie's good.
The Replacements could almost, for me, because I did it kind of by category, like what movies and which category I like the most.
Yeah.
Longest Yard just edges out for me because it's a classic, like, childhood movie for me.
Yeah.
But The Replacements was my number 2 for football. That one was right there. I like the movies that dive into Moneyball's not in my top 5, but that's a movie I kind of like because it dives behind the behind the scenes stuff. It's not my top 5, but number 3 is also a football movie.
I know what you're gonna say.
It dives into like the being a GM.
Draft Day
number 3.
Yeah.
Sure. I love that movie.
That's honorable mention for me. Draft Day.
I love Draft Day, dude. That movie is so slept on. Nobody ever talks about it. That movie's so fire.
Draft Day is gas.
That movie's so good.
Bo Callahan's a fraud.
Dude, Chadwick kills Vontae Mack.
The scene in that movie when there's like, there's a whole website dedicated to all the blonde chicks this dude sleeps with.
Yeah, right.
He's like, how many chicks do you think he gets with a day? 2,
2 and a half. 2 and a half. How do you sleep with half a person?
This is GM's talking about this.
Yeah, right.
Tom, take that, you pancake eating motherfucker.
Yeah, right. That's the last 10 minutes of that movie are the best 10 minutes probably of like, it's so good.
There was Chadwick Boseman who plays.
He's Vontae Mack.
That is, bro. That's so sad he died, bro.
I know. He's in Vontae Mack.
So sad. All
right, number 2. This is a movie that you can call me a childish kid. I don't care. I love this movie. I always have. Invincible with Mark Wahlberg.
Great movie.
I love that movie. Still do to this day. If it's on TV, I'm watching it. I've always liked it. The thought of some guy from South Philly just coming in and just making it awesome underdog, like rides for his city. That's pretty cool. I love that movie.
That's in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, that one's gas. I like it a lot. And number 1, this movie. Every time it's on, I watch it. Every time. Because I like Charlie Sheen so much. Major League, dude. I love Major League.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes, it's so good, dude.
You make my heart say,
yeah, that movie's so good, dude. I love that movie. Both of them are good. I could watch both of them. Tom Berenger plays the catcher. It's a solid movie.
Buddy wakes up late, hops out of bed, hits the 40 in his pajamas, and still passes him.
They cut me already?
For real. That movie's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Well, should we get into some football here? Or we're already at an hour into the show.
Hey, I'm down to talk about whatever. We don't got to.
Yeah, for sure. We can
talk
about it. But no, the movies, I don't know. There's so many more like we could keep talking about, but those are the ones for me that really like were like pivotal for my childhood for sure.
Please watch at least one of those 3 movies this week, and I'll
Yeah,
watch.
I
I'll
need to
watch
watch
the
that.
Durham.
All right.
I highly recommend you. I honestly, you don't really like basketball, but I think out of all those movies, you're either gonna like or Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday is kind
I
of
gotta
more,
see that one. I've heard a lot of good things about Every Good Sunday.
that one's definitely more. That's like a rated R one. That one's more kind of like the Replacement style, but like it's not like It's kind of like that style. You like it?
I got you.
Yeah, fire. I put Replacements and Any Given Sunday pretty close to each other.
I got you. But no, I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I have to shout out before.
I can think of a couple.
For Love of the Game's a good baseball movie with Costner.
Facts.
Blue Chips for an older basketball movie. One of my dad's favorites. My dad likes Hoosiers.
Hoosiers is fire.
And then he also likes Blue Chips with Shaq, where Shaq's like it's all about the recruiting scandal, like all about like all the college basketball recruiting, and then it's about a coach that has never cheated, and his team's struggling, and he decides to cheat one year. Somebody cheats. One of the dean of the university or somebody, his boss, cheats behind closed doors to get Shaq and get all the guys, and then before he agrees to it, the coach agrees to it to save the program. He decides to cheat, and then it's a really good movie, man. I watch Blue Chips for sure.
I'll watch that actually for real.
Blue Chips is really good.
Varsity Blue is another honorable mention.
Yeah, that's good.
What else is there?
Goon's a funny laugh.
Goon is absolutely hilarious.
Goon's hilarious.
God.
If you want, Remember the Titans is also a good movie too.
True. That one I'm not as high on. I feel like
that one's not anywhere near my top 10 though.
Yeah.
There's got to be more. I just got to think of them. You know what we should do next? We should do like a top 5 documentaries, sports documentaries.
Oh God, I don't even know if I've seen 5.
I love the Bad Boys one. That's one of my favorite ones.
I've seen that one. I've probably only seen like 3 sport. I don't really watch documentaries a lot on sports.
Really? I thought you would be a big documentary guy.
I like documentaries. I just don't really like. It depends. It's certain sports documentaries, yeah, but like
Dream Team and Bad Boys, 2 of my favorites. I love both of them.
I never watched Last Dance all the way through yet. I haven't seen that Lakers one. I've seen the Bad Boys. I've seen the Malice at the Palace one. I don't know. I've seen the Christian Laettner one.
I hate Christian Laettner.
Yeah. I don't really know. I haven't really seen a lot of sports. I have to think about this actually. Off top, I can't think of a bunch like that.
Yeah.
Well,
let's get into some while you're thinking. Let's get into some NFL football. Let's talk a little bit of NFL sports really quick. A little pivot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 49ers and Chiefs game. I know it's the one game you really want to talk about. What do you think about the 49ers and the Chiefs, man? What do you think with Christian McCaffrey joining the rest of the white elite squad of the 49ers with Kyle Juszczyk, Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Jimmy G, the shout out white supremacy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bro,
I'm hyped, bro. I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped for this game. Christian McCaffrey, I'm so excited to see that dude get out of Carolina. That would have been cool if he could have stayed there, but bro, after that whole him and Cam, after that whole roster with him and Cam dissipated, it sucks seeing McCaffrey being there and having to be the sole guy trying to carry that offense. Heavily. He's taking most of the load. So now I'm so happy to see him go with an absolutely loaded roster where he can just gap people on plays. Right. And I'm excited to see how teams have to adjust now to the Niners having him as a weapon. Right.
Yeah, I know. It's a replay of the Super Bowl that was really fun to watch. I really like this Chiefs team. Mahomes, I'm starting to like him more and more time I watch him. I'm a big Kelsey guy. I'm a huge Kelsey guy. I already have Patrick Mahomes in my top 10 for 21st century quarterbacks. I already got him in my top 10. I know people are thinking, oh, he's way too early. Dude, he's so good. He is so fun to watch. He's getting up there. I think arm talent and ability, I think he could be a guy that could be an Aaron Rodgers-esque player, if not more. I mean, he's unbelievably fun to watch. I'm super high on him. I like the Chiefs to win always, but this Chiefs team with him and Kelsey is fun to watch.
Bro, he's almost got the same amount of awards as Aaron Rodgers got what? One Super Bowl,
four MVPs. He's got 4 MVPs, though.
4 MVP. Patrick Mahomes got an MVP in a Super Bowl. So, I mean, if he get 3 more MVPs, which after Aaron and Tom were gone, it's kind of going to be his and Josh Allen's league.
I know. And then like Joe Burrow and the rest of those guys coming up. Herbert, I'm sure, will figure it out.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be exciting for the young talent that's coming to the league, though, dude. There's some dogs coming.
Facts. Aiden Hutchinson.
Who?
Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions.
You like him, the Lions guy?
He's a dog. It sucks seeing him. I hate that the Lions are a shitty franchise. I wish they would just actually start winning because I think we have these. I had to play for a team based off their uniforms and jerseys and just mascot alone. I would play for the Lions. My favorite color is blue, bro. If the Lions were good, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be so fired. I'm not gonna.
They go to Dallas this week. They play the Cowboys. That should be a pretty good game, I think. And Dak's finally back.
He is.
Yeah, Dak's back.
They'll probably lose.
The Cowboys?
Usually, when you shift from a court, their timings. I mean, maybe not.
At home though, against the Lions, it's gonna be tough. The Lions can't stop anybody, man.
Timing and stuff's gonna be all off from playing with Cooper Rush. I think that's gonna be a big factor, but who knows? Maybe not. Lions aren't that good of a team. If it was a really good team, you would really notice it. You might not really notice it, I guess, because they're playing the Lions.
Yeah, no doubt. What about the Packers, man? If they lose to the Commanders on the road, and with Tyler Heineke, if they lose that game, they are in some serious trouble. I don't think they're going to.
I don't blame anybody except the front office of that organization.
Oh, absolutely. It's 100% front office issue.
Retards.
So dumb. The worst. How could Gunther Kuhn still has his job? I have no idea.
How do they not go out and pick up Christian McCaffrey? I'm giving it they already have Aaron Jones. But
Aaron Jones has been underperforming, man, like crazy.
I mean, it's because they don't really use him.
They use AJ Dillon so much more now.
Yeah. But, I mean, they just they need to go with some receivers to open that offense up or just stack their defense more.
So embarrassing.
Stack your defense for the one time.
It's so bad.
Last time they stacked their defense, they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know, right?
Happened. And that's the last time they really went out in free agency and got an absolute unit in Charles Woodson. Sure enough, they go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he broke his collarbone in the first quarter, first half.
So many dogs. AJ Hawk. I mean, Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
That Raji guy in the middle.
Yeah.
They were loaded.
Yep. And their offense was loaded too.
Was Darren Sharper there too, maybe?
No, Darren Sharper. He was with the Saints and the Vikings at the time, I think.
Okay.
Now he's in prison.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we should put together an all prison team one time and see how they match up.
On the next show, you got to pull up that list like we did for your Blue Room stuff.
What?
How you had that list thing?
Oh, yeah.
Like MMG does? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, bro, definitely. Real talk, though, now that I think about it, it's technically not it's a documentary. Hard Knocks any season is number one for me. Hard Knocks I love Hard Knocks. With a passion, I could watch Hard Knocks 24/7.
Yeah.
That or
Last Chance You?
Last Chance You.
I knew it was coming for you. I knew that. Have you watched the basketball one? I never watched the basketball one.
Basketball one was pretty good, actually.
Really?
None of them went to any major schools like that or made a name for themselves, but they also didn't pick that good of a basketball JUCO. I feel like they could have picked a lot better basketball JUCOs.
Your boy JB,
bro,
Coach JB.
I love that dude, bro. I love how he just cusses everybody out.
Bro, he just lets it rip on his social media game too. It's strong.
Bro. Shout out.
Hey.
Shout out.
Hate me now, love me later.
Bro. Love that book, bro.
Heck yeah, dude. But no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else to talk about for NFL wise. We can Broncos and the Jets. The Jets will win that one.
I mean, honestly, bro, there's really not. I mean, this week's kind of a down week for NFL.
And so is it for college. It is too, man. Game days at Oregon and UCLA. Like, I could care less who wins that one. Although it does matter for UCLA. If UCLA wins, they can have a chance of running the Pac-12. But I think Oregon at home. I think they get it done. I think Bo Nix has a kind of defining game. But DTR could go off too. It's two veteran quarterbacks.
Facts.
I don't know. It'd be fun to watch. The one game I'm looking forward to for college, though, is Texas at Oklahoma State. I think these two teams are the two best teams, other than TCU. Like TCU's in there too. Yeah. So TCU, Texas, and Oklahoma State are the three best teams in the Big 12. I'm looking for. I think Quinn Ewers is going to have a game this one. I think he's going to be better than Spencer Sanders in this game. I think Texas gets it done on the road.
I think Quinn Ewers is kind of the truth, low key.
I think he is too.
He's got a cannon, bro.
I wonder what happens to Arch. I'm really curious. I know Arch doesn't get there till like, oh wait, no, but Arch will sit 1 year and then you'll play once Ewers leaves, probably.
Ewers, well, I don't think he'll leave after this year. I think Ewers will play at least.
Well, no, but Arch is Arch only a junior, isn't he?
Arch is a senior, I thought.
He's not in the Elite 11 this year. Well, at least they haven't showed him yet.
Yeah, maybe he is a junior. So then, yeah, I guess you're right.
I think like Malachi Nelson and those guys are like the top guys in this year's class.
Got you.
I could be wrong, though. I'm not 100% positive on it. But either way, he'll sit for a year if he has to, and then you'll be the guy. But other than that, though, I'm trying to think for college games. It's not really – I mean, you got Alabama plays at home with Mississippi State. They're a 21-point favorite. They're going to blow them out.
Yeah.
TCU and Kansas State. TCU, there's both undefeated teams left in the Big 12. Kansas State's number 17. TCU's number 8. I think TCU at home is going to take care of business. But Adrian Martinez, let's talk about it, is a revamped quarterback. You get out of Nebraska and look what happens. They're undefeated.
I honestly have not watched Kansas State at all this year.
They played some good games.
Kansas State, are you shitting me?
Yeah, from Coach Snyder? No, Kansas State prison.
I hear they have the softest matches.
Mattis is out there. But no, that's Kansas State. They have this running back named Deuce. I don't know if it's his actual name or it's like just like this nickname, but he's a dog. I don't know, man. Kansas State, I think they'll give him a game, but TCU, Max Duggan looks for real. I went back and watched Max Duggan. I went back. He's a Elite 11 guy too. I went and watched him, his Elite 11 show. He looked good in that too. No, I'm looking forward to – I'll watch most of the games. I might have to work. I don't know how it's going to go yet, but if I don't have to work, I'll watch some games. I'm pumped for the fights on Saturday. And if you guys want to watch an episode, did you post the episode, Devo?
Posted tonight after this.
Okay. Well, tune in if you're still watching. We did a UFC special, the Fancave podcast. Go check that out. But for Saturday's fights, all day tomorrow, it should be good to watch. What else you want to talk about, Devo?
I don't know. I think that's about it, buddy.
You think you're about good? I think we're about good. We kind of went around the league. We didn't dive into as many picks this week, but we talked about sports movies instead, and I'm all about that. So, heck yeah.
And
also, NBA, be better and get better one time, okay? All right.
Yeah. All right.
Hey. All right, like and subscribe to this video. We gotta figure out what we're going to do for if somebody posts – hashtag NBA sucks in the comments. That's not Damon. We will give him the giveaway. Damon's always the one that posts. If somebody other than Damon can't keep stealing all our money and all the giveaways. So, first of all, we got to figure out where to give Damon because he's got 2 things coming. But if you're not Damon and you hear this and you do hashtag NBA sucks in the comments, you'll win a gift card of some sort. We'll figure that out to be determined.
Amazon gift card, baby.
Amazon gift card.
Shout out Jeff Bezos. We're helping you get richer, dog.
Hey, he's my boss.
For real.
All right, boys. Debo, you got anything to tie this thing up?
Deuces, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for real.
Hey, we'll have more content coming on. We'll get more guests on. And yeah, we'll just see where this thing goes. And yeah, stay classy, Fan Cave listeners.
Deuces.
Peace.